Go.
Welcome to Human Metamorphosis Show. Today I have something very special to discuss with you, and I know the show today focus is just like more on the journalist. That is the reason why the caption for today's show is fake news control. Fake news control. You will agree with me that 70% of the news that is trending in the 21st century are more fake news. Yes, that is reality. And fake news has damaged so many homes. It has damaged so many lives. It has crashed so many marriages. It has broken down human mental system. It has broken down a lot of issues in life. Why? Because the hazard of fake news destroys more than it constructs. So this is the reason why we are going to look at 7 aspects of fake news that once you are able to lay hand on these 7 keys, you'll be able to manage fake news when they come. You'll be able to control it to a barest minimum from your point of angle. And I know if everybody is able to control from their personal angle fake news in the world, then the hazard of fake news can be reduced to the barest minimum. The first one we're looking at is, are you a lover of fake news? One thing you know about love is that there is passion in true love. If you are not a lover of fake news, then there shouldn't be any reason why you give ear or your eyes to the attention or to add attention to fake news. Because what you love in life is what you attract. Whatever you love in life is what you attract. What you don't love, you normally distract because there's a kind of a repellent in you that rejects or that negates what you don't love. So if you are not a lover of fake news, then what you do about it when it comes your way is what I want to be saying next. Number 2, are you happy about fake news? You must understand something about happiness. Happiness is a mood, or do I say happiness is a mood swing? A state of the mind, or a state of situation. When you are happy in this moment, you can be happy, you can be unhappy in the next moment. So when fake news makes you happy, makes you unhappy, that is to tell you that something worse than that could also hit and could make you more happier. But if you are not someone who is happy about fake news, what you do about fake news is what, when it comes your way, and the next thing I'm going to be mentioning. The truth about happiness is that it's temporary. There's no happiness that is enduring. Every state of happiness in a man's life or in a woman's life is temporary. Why? Because happiness is attached to some certain things, and these things that are attached, that once happiness is attached to, could be also something that could be a source also of fake news. So if you are not a lover of fake news and you are not happy about fake news, then the following things that we're going to be discussing are things you need to do to discard fake news. Number 3, this is source investigation. Source investigation. If you are not a lover of fake news, if you are not happy about fake news, then the third thing you need to do about fake news is that you need to investigate the source. Everything has a source. Fake news, good news, whether trending or about trending, or a pace-setting news, it has a source. The reality about a source is that there is authenticity in the source of the reality of a product. Now, for instance, you have a product that you got to put in, you place in the market. Now, in the course of people patronizing such product, they can deep down to the source of the product through the content of the product, or through the manufacturing dates, through the manufacturer, through the addresses, through the prescription or manual for such product. That is the little education that the manufacturer has to say in order to convince people about the product. In the same vein, if you are not a lover of fake news, if you are not happy about fake news, you need to do source investigation about the news you are about tweeting or you are about pasting. How do you do your investigation? First, go to the source of the news. When a news comes to your page or to your Facebook page, the first thing you ask, is this real? Then begin to make other research about that news for you to find out it's real. Recently, a lady pasted a fake news on her Facebook page, and she has a lot of followers. And the news is about Brazil adopting the Yoruba language as one of their national languages. And she pasted it on her page, and a lot of people begin to like it. But one of the guys just came into his box, who is a smart journalist, was on his way to Nigeria to hold a conference on how to deal with fake news. So this guy glanced through the content, and he knew it was fake news. So what he did in his page on his comment slot is to put the word fake news. Oh wow! This challenged the guy. This challenged the lady when she saw such, and she was upset, and she began to throw words at the guy. The guy never responded. But a little while later, this lady had to go to make thorough investigation about the news and find out the source of such news is only imagination, is not real. So this is how you need to investigate any news that comes your way before you allow it to trend through you. Number 4, we are looking at what you do about the fake news that comes your way. Number 4 here is you got to kill fake news. How do you kill fake news? Very simple. Delete it. You have made your investigation. You are not a lover of fake news. You are not happy about fake news. What you do is delete it. Because if you don't delete it, you are likely to have the temptation of sending it or sharing it. And what is the point? Sharing what is unreal. That makes you unreal. I said at the opening of this very lecture somewhere else, I said, fake news mentality is fake life reality. If you live a fake life, you love fake news. If you don't live a fake life, you will not love fake news. So number 5, we are looking at swallowing fake news. How do you swallow fake news? Very simple. You know, whatever you swallow, nobody can be able to find out what you have swallowed because it's in you already. So swallowing fake news is immediately it comes to where you have discovered it's fake news. What you do is that you have deleted it, swallow it. How do you swallow it? Don't say it to anybody. You have killed it. Fine, by deleting it, but you need to swallow it. Swallow it in the sense that keep it in yourself. That is one of the irony of great leadership. Learning to swallow some certain information that is not real. And even some certain information that you know is real, because you know this information can cause disruption of other people's life, you swallow it. That's the power of leadership. Number 6, what is the target of fake news? The major target of fake news is crisis. Every fake news has a target, is to cause crisis. Crisis in marriages, crisis in businesses, crisis in careers, crisis in personalities, crisis in friendship. So that is the target of fake news. Number 7, which is the final point I'm going to talk about here, is media pedigree. Media pedigree. In your course of research or in your course of source investigation, you need to do what I call media pedigree. Before you get glued to a media channel, you need to find out the pedigree about the media channel. There are many media channels that have negative pedigrees. There are media channels that have, what are big media channels, media platforms, that have positive pedigree. Now, there are 2 facts about the pedigree of every fake news carrier. The first fact is brutality mentality. What is brutality mentality? Brutality mentality is a journalist being paid to scandal, to blackmail someone for a certain amount. That is the first mentality of fake news media pedigree. Number two, the second is about laxity mentality. There are journalists that are very skillful in writing, but they are lazy in thinking. Rather than search a story, develop a story, upload the story, instead they go for stories that are already made without looking down or finding out the realities about such story. Now they reframe it and paste it up there to cause disruption. These are the 7 ways you can deal with fake news. If you must kill fake news, you need to kill it now, because you never can tell what you sow. Life is about cause and effect. What you sow is what we are bound to reap in the future. Thank you. Till I come your way, like my Facebook, Dominion Oluyadi, Prosperity Dominion Oluyadi. Like my Twitter handle, also connect to my Twitter handle at Dr. Oluyadi, or my Gmail, drdominion@gmail.com. Thank you.